Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today I want to show you some nice easy modifications you can do to your PlayStation 5 controller and console. Now this is important. Every single one of these things are fully reversible and easily reversible as well. So let's get started straight away. Now the DualSense controller, nice looking controller, but it lacks a little bit of colour around this area here. So how can we add colour to it? Well, if anybody's a fan of the original PlayStation logo, we're going to change this into the original PlayStation logo. So on eBay you can buy various different stickers that allow you to stick onto here, vinyl stickers, and then put a bit of pressure down, and then your PlayStation button will look like the original one there. So let's peel it off and let's see what it looks like. Now I've only got one chance to do this. So there we have it, that is the first one there. And I think it just makes the controller have a little bit more character than it did before, because the PlayStation button is a very hard button to see. But now it stands out. Right, let's move on to the next one. Next up, we're going to be changing over the faceplates on the DualSense controller. So rather than having to have white and black, we can have white and numerous other colours. I just bought the cheapest ones available from eBay, and I bought 10 different colours. So because my nails are so short, I'm just going to get a knife and I'm just going to gently just put it into this bit here. You can see I've gone under it already. And now I'm just going to pop it out. There we go. And I'm going to do the same on this side here. Just go in here and pop it up like so. And now gently, I'm just going to start working it along, easing it up as I go along, like that. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and this is where it hinges in here. So you kind of have to wiggle it out a little bit. This bit feels like it's going to break, but they are quite flexible. Those bits go into these bits here, yeah? So when you're putting it back together, you need to put these bits in here. So that's it now, that's off there. And let's start with the silver one. So we're going to be putting these two top bits into the little triangle bits here just by the touchpad. So they go in there like so, and now let's see if it's going to fit in nicely or not. Well, actually that fits a lot better than I thought it would. Look at that, it really does transform the look of it. Right, let's do one other in real time, and then this is just pot luck. Let's see what colour it is. Okay, well that's a bit similar to the other colour, so let's do a colour that's completely different. How about that colour there? There we go. You can see how easy they are to change over, and they look like they could be made by Sony. So yeah, there you go. That one there and that one there, completely different looking now. So let me now one by one zoom in and show you each of the other ones. So there we have it. Now the only thing I did notice is that if you look at the original one, you do have a little microphone button here with a little line going through it, so a mic mute button. Well, that isn't on any of the third-party ones here, but the buttons and everything are still fully accessible, so you can still press the buttons here. They work absolutely fine, and the feeling of it feels good. So when it's on there, really, apart from the mic mute button, it doesn't look like it's not a Sony product. So now let's move on to the next one. It involves changing the look of this logo up here. So I'm just going to take off the stand by using a coin and just undoing the little screw at the bottom, like so. And now it's really easy to get the covers off here. You just need to remember that there's two little tabs just either side of this logo. So you need to lift those tabs upwards. So basically what we need to do is we just need to lift that up like that. And then we need to slide it down. Hence the reason we had to take the stand off here. So just up here, little bit of force like that. And they're the tabs that you're lifting up. Now, as you can see, at the moment, this is designed with a little cutout here. So let's stick this in here and let's see what it looks like. So the sticker now doesn't look very good, but when the cover goes on it, you will then see all the detail of it. So I'm just peeling it off. This is a vinyl sticker that you can buy off eBay. Just make sure it's all nice and clean. And let's line it up. There we go. Okay, so we've stuck it in there now. And now hopefully the transformation will happen when we put the cover back on. So back like this, and all we have to do is line up these little bits into these holes here. So just do it so it fits into place, and we need to add a little bit of pressure downwards and back up this way, yeah, away from the stand to the top of the console, and you'll hear it click into place. There we go, clicks into place, and look at that. What an amazing transformation. How simple and easy is that, and look how good it looks. So here we have it upright, and you can see, although it's a really easy modification to do, look at the big impact it has. That looks lovely. And if you look at a controller, especially when you're playing PlayStation 4 games with the blue light bar, then the sticker sets it off nicely. And that's what player 2 looks like. Here we have player 3 and player 4. Now let's move on to the next one. Now this last one is by far my favourite, but this isn't, it's not a hard modification, but it isn't easy. You do need access to a soldering iron, but if a company takes this on board, they'll knock this out really cheap, and then it will just be a case of using a little bit of double-sided tape to stick it on. And this is not invasive on the PlayStation 5 at all. If this failed and I had to take it back to Sony, it's not a problem. So what we've done here is we've got a backlight from, I just used a cheap Chinese little PSP copy because I had a job lot of them ages ago to repair, and there was some faulty screens in there, so I took the backlight out of that. It runs through a little 100 ohm resistor, and then you can see I've just attached it onto a USB cable so we can use the USB ports on the back of the PlayStation here. Now, although that looks rubbish now, it is unbelievable when it's on. It looks amazing because what you're doing is you're backlighting this bit here. And although the white against the black normally does look nice, it also looks nice white against white. So I'm going to show you it in normal daylight or room light, and then I'm going to turn the lights off. And when the lights are off, that's where it really comes alive. Now, if you are tempted to do this yourself, make sure you leave these two holes clear, because they're the holes that lock into these little tabs here to lock it all into place. So some diffusers will be glass. You're going to have a nightmare trying to cut the glass, but you can also get plastic diffusers. Plastic diffusers you can just cut with sharp scissors, so it's very easy to do. Now, there will be a bit of light leaking once you cut it. You could always get a little metal strip, like a mirrored finish strip or foil around the edge here to keep the light in. It just looks great. Let me show you it. So let me just quickly show you how to actually change the USB power when it's off, because realistically, if you're doing this light mod, you don't want the USB on all the time, because the light's going to be on all the time even when you're not in the house. So we're going to go to settings, system, power saving, and we're going to go to features available in rest mode and supply power to USB ports. If you have a look, currently I've got mine off. You can change it to 3 hours, or you can change it to always. So I recommend, if you're doing this modification, have it set to 3 hours if you want to charge your controllers, or off if you charge your controllers via a different device. So here we have it with the PlayStation off. So check this out now when I turn it on here. Oh, look at that. There we go. How nice is that? So obviously it's powered from the USB on the actual console itself. I honestly think that Sony maybe should have done something along the lines of doing this with the white light around here and then the white light there. And what they could have done is they could have mimicked the lights here. So when this is flashing blue, this would have flashed blue. It wouldn't have been hard to do at all, because we've already got the LEDs going all the way up to this point here. So what they could have done is just taken a little plastic tube from there down to here, and then you see whatever comes up on here would have come up on here. I love it. Right, let me turn the studio lights off. So here we have it with the lights all off. Now remember, your eyes are going to be a lot better than the camera, so the camera's not doing it justice. But if you have a look here, you can see the light bar at the front there, and now let's rotate it. Now look at this here, let's get the camera to focus in. There we go, look at that. How clean does that look? It just looks amazing. So put down in the comments below what you think is the best modification. I think maybe the coloured sticker, because it's just so easy to do and it really transforms the look of it. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Take care everyone.